We are back in Pillars of Eternity. I'm here at Cadnua, getting ready to leave, but first, I have noticed that some of my party wants to talk to me. Let's see what Aloth wants to say. Aloth seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
Well, you've been acting strange.
A crumbling castle, abandoned to memories, and an old man who can no longer tell them from reality. I'd say we've seen some rather strange things.
Well, I suppose that's true.
And if Meerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
Well, my situation is more dire than I realized. We've got to find this leaden key, and fast. I'm just a simple merchant from the Deadfire Archipelago. I thought I was gonna go back there and have a rich merchant life after this. I'm just hiding out here for a while after all. I think I talked about that with Kalisha way back at the beginning, but I'm not sure I recorded that, and I don't really remember what my backstory really is or why I'm here, but I think I was ousted from my merchant business somehow, and then I came here to hide for a while until things cooled down, and then I was gonna go back. So that's my whole life story for you there, Aloth.
That does seem like the logical course of action. I shall follow your lead.
Yes, it is a logical course of action to go to the place and fast. Hey, let's talk about something else. Tell me about, how long were you in Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that had been advertised. How may I be of service? Okay, well, that's all. You said you wanted to talk, Aloth, but you didn't actually talk about very much. What about you, Eder? What do you want to talk about?
That old watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him.
Nah, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. It's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
What was it?
All right. Guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden. About how he'd turned against us and fought for Widewind. Been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. But hearing claims that he died fighting for Rayed Saris, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Widewind had in store, but if he really was Aethys...
He shakes his head.
I thought, maybe this old Watcher would know how my brother died. So I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
Well, why didn't you ask me for help? I can do that too. Guess 'cause I didn't know you. It's hard to trust a stranger that says he's a watcher.
Of course, I knew the truth deep down. A Watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Really, if I wanted to find out about my brother, I shouldn't be starting with watchers. I should be starting with records. So, why don't you? Eder thinks a moment, his lips twisted to one side. He raises his eyebrows. Well, if there was anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiance Bay. They got an archive at that palace.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
Sure thing, Eder. We're in this for the long haul. You're our tank. We can't lose you. You have no value except in your ability to be a meat shield. Let's check. Fragments of a scattered faith. Eder believes he may be able to find more about the circumstances of his brother's death in Defiance Bay. He suggested there might be records of the Saints' War in an archive in the Ducal Palace. And we haven't really talked with Durance much. Kanarua believes that he will find the tablet within the depths of the dungeons known as the Endless Paths. His name is Kanarua. Oh, I didn't know he had a last name. The Master Below. Well, we'll get back to that sometime eventually. When there's less dragons around. Alright guys, I guess we're going to the Wood End Plains. Though I'm not really sure why we're going to the Wood End Plains. Why aren't we going to the Black Meadow and then to the Madmhr Bridge? Let's go to the Black Meadow instead. Why would we go to a new area when we can go to an old area? Why risk our lives traveling through a brand new map? Then again, perhaps there would be some sort of, I don't know, maybe there's a new party member we can meet down there. You know, one thing I've noticed about this game so far is there's no women in the game. There's no women characters. Maybe we'll find one in Madmhr Bridge. It'll take us 12 hours to get there from the Black Meadow. Bright Hollow restoration construction complete. Now that we've left the area. An attack was imminent, but your patrols staved off the enemy. Good job, patrols. I didn't know I had any patrols.
Of course.
So, I guess we'll walk boldly down the road. Surely we have nothing to fear here. I mean, except for this Zarup. That was barely an inconvenience. Oh, there's a person here. Damn looters, can't be bothered to find an honest wage. Years of saving just to see it all washed away. Paragond. That name sounds familiar. Curse my luck, the woman mutters, kicking her foot into the ground and upturning a clod of soil. As you approach, her ears twitch and she turns to greet you. Hail, traveler, she says with a half-hearted hand wave. The bridge to Defiance Bay is out. If that's where you're headed, you'll need to find another route. What destroyed the bridge? The river has been rising on account of all the storms. Here, where the river narrows, the flooding did the most damage. The Orlan woman folds her arms, a scowl overtaking her face. Guess they don't make things to last around here, do they? One of the stone columns collapsed in a flash flood, taking the whole middle section of the bridge out to sea. Madmhr Bridge was the most direct route from Gilded Vale to Defiance Bay. Merchants and travelers now have to find boat passage or add days of extra travel to loop around the bay. So I started a ferry service, thinking I'd earn some coin and help others cross over to the bay. Paragond shakes her head, her ears twitching as she speaks. And that was a bigger mistake than that time I allowed a cipher to court me. Oh, wait a minute, I'm a cipher. I'm an Orlan cipher, actually, if you want to know. Just letting you know. Anyway, why was that a mistake? Why is it a mistake to court a cipher, huh? What have you got against ciphers? I had been attempting to turn a quick copper, but... She bites her lip, her face turning flush with anger. Just my luck. The blasted currents threw my ferry into the rocks, dashed it, and my profits to pieces. Making matters worse, when I went to prowl the shore to salvage whatever shipping crates didn't sink, a pair of looters attacked me. She stomps her foot into the ground. The damn brigands had the nerve to attack. I managed to avoid harm, but now they have stolen by force all that is left of my fortune. She eyes you for a second, her hand cupping her chin. You know, you look like you'd fare better against those looters than little old me. Could I enlist your help? What's in it for me? You would make a good merchant, Peregrine blurts out with a laugh. I'd worry if you didn't inquire about your own profit motive. Well, you know, I am a merchant from the Deadfire Archipelago. She scratches her ear, blushing as she speaks. I am a bit destitute at the moment, but I have a shop over in Defiance Bay. If you help me recover my merchandise, I'll sell you whatever you want for a bargain. I'll take a look, I suppose. I suppose I can help out a fellow Orlin, even if you have, you know, some sort of anti-cipher bias. Peregrine smiles wide, her ears perking up. Thank you. I'm sure those thugs have made a mess of my stock, but maybe there's something there to be saved. On a separate topic, how do I get to Defiance Bay? With the bridge destroyed, the best course of action would be following the river north. You'll be able to cross farther upstream, but you've got a long walk ahead of you. Okay, goodbye. Very flotsam. I met a merchant named Peregrine. She was located not far from the ruined Madmhr Bridge. She had a ferry to cross the river, but a storm smashed the ship to pieces. Peregrine wishes my help in recovering her goods from the ferry wreckage. Looters are trying to claim the cargo for themselves, and the unarmed Peregrine cannot reclaim her supplies by herself. So I should investigate the area immediately downstream of the Madmhr Bridge and look for signs of the wrecked ferry. Have no fear, Peregrine. We are a party of adventurers and do-gooders. We help those in need. And we quick save. You know, I forgot, actually. To do a Madmhr Bridge start save. It's not exactly at the start anymore, but it's close. Downstream of the bridge, you say? Oh, damn. Oh, God, no. Okay, oh, God. Yes. Okay, that's good. Yeah, fortunately, the looters are not a big deal. You know, the problem with, one of the problems with the combat in this game, which was just demonstrated, if you click somewhere to move your party, and your party starts moving, and then combat breaks out, your party does not cancel their movements when combat breaks out. Maybe that's what I should hit X to cancel movement. That's what I should do. I just noticed there was a green 2 next to the thing, which makes me think I should make another upgrade. Let's purchase the main keep, which will cost 1,400 coppers and take 3 days. Upgrading the main keep will repair your Great Hall, allowing visitors and adventurers to be available to you and your companions. Let's do that, and then we can make the Western Barbican. That will be done in 3 days. Alright, so keep my finger hovering over the X key. Whoa. Hello. Gathered around the soggy timbers of a shipwreckage, men and women pick through the driftwood, snatching muddy silverware, moldy clothes, chipped pottery, and anything they can spot amongst the detritus. All eyes turn to you as you approach. Oh man, do I have to make a moral choice here? Are they starving and they need this food for themselves? The group trades nervous stares at you until at last a woman in muddy clothes steps forward and speaks. "Where are Brettel and Terran?" she asks. "They were just up along that path, and we heard fighting." Her eyes narrow, and a hand moves towards the knife on her belt as she anticipates your supply. That wreckage is private property, and you are looting." She blinks in disbelief. "Looting? But this is a wreck. What value does it have?" The men and women all turn to her, their faces frightened and worried. "Please, we need these supplies dearly. The storm took everything from us. It is not our desire to steal, but we are destitute. Should we let these wares just sink to the river bottom?" Regardless of your need, you are stealing from Peregrine. I feel like there should be some... These dialogue choices are fairly black and white here. I wish there was something a little bit... the first one is, I don't care. The second one is, how can I help? And the third one is basically the same as I don't care. You're stealing from Peregrine. Peregrine's the one that's paying me, so... Yeah, stop your stealing. Perhaps you could tell the merchant you found nothing beyond bits of driftwood. From her point of view, it will be as if the river washed it all away. Besides, how much copper will she really make by selling these rotting clothes and soiled wares? What will you offer me in return? I'll see what I can do, I guess. Thank you, she sighs, wiping sweat from her brow. You are the first good turn of fortune to come our way in a very long time. Hanwyn snaps her fingers at one of her comrades and points to a pile of supplies drying in the sun. We don't have much, but take this as a token of our thanks. What did you give me? Hermit's hat. Great. Well, at least... Well, thankfully, guys, they didn't ask us about the, killing their friends. The frayed end of the rope drifts in the river. Oh, we're stealing from a crate, but there's nothing in the crate. Okay, well, whatever. I guess we're going back up. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we, really accomplished anything. We murdered 2 people who were destitute. We got away with it. I don't know, I feel like... Let's see what Peregrine says. Peregrine bounces on her feet as you approach. My helpful stranger returns. Have you managed to find anything yet? Even if all you found is driftwood, just knowing those looters got what they deserved would moisten my breeches. I picked through the wreckage, but I found nothing salvageable. It must have washed away. Peregrine kicks her foot into the dirt several times. I figured just as much. Well, thank you for your assistance. I suppose I need to figure out how I'll recover my investment. At last her foot stops kicking and she lets out a long sigh. Thanks for trying. If you find yourself in Defiance Bay, search out my shop. I'll need all the customers I can get. Okay, task completed. Well, that was easy. Lying is easy. That was super easy to lie to that woman. Well, let's look around the map some more while we're here. It's kind of late at night. I don't really feel like doing a lot of intense stuff. So it looks like we're stuck here. We're going to have to go back to Cadnua and go back around to the Wood End Plains, whether we like it or not. My jaw is creaking a lot. Uh-oh, there's some dead horses here. And a troll. It's a big troll. Should we take on the big troll? Let's quick save.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Oh, the troll's big. Everybody's attacking, right? How about if we do let's do an eye strike on him. And then
Not too low.
let's do a barbs of something on him. Oh, you're currently attacking a foe with at least one defense that is much higher than accuracy. What? Okay. How did that happen? I mean, we're still injuring him. He's badly injured. We're taking him down. He's near death.
This thing isn't doing the job.
He's almost dead. He's still alive, though. Come on. Maybe we need to upgrade our weapons. He's still near death. He's not dead yet. Give me a good spell here. There we go. Now he's dead. Man, that was a tough fight. So let's peek into our inventory here. How do we know what our attack rating is? Accuracy, primary, secondary. So what they were saying is oh man. My attack rating, wow, Drem has a way better attack rating. Well, the tank is not, he's not a damage fighter. He's just there to soak up damage, really. So it doesn't really matter if he can't hit anything. Wait a minute, why is he not using a fine saber? What? Why aren't we using the fine saber? Doesn't really improve his accuracy any. We can increase damage, plus 25% burn damage. That doesn't help any. Whatever. Trolls out here killing horses. At least we got the troll. We got the horse-killing troll. We've done another good deed, guys. We did it, you guys. Okay, there's another plant. I'm thinking this map doesn't have a whole lot on it. It seems to be quite devoid of whoops. As soon as I say that, I run into a bunch of people. Oh, these are gold. These are backer NPCs. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. You see the interior of a small, dark shop. The shelves are covered with a variety of goods, some commonplace and others of a little more exotic variety. This man wanders the shelves of the shop, smiling and fondly touching the items. He maneuvers through the aisles, the only person in the shop. He stops in front of a large display showing the model of a large worm, a plaque in front of it detailing information about its natural habitat, food preferences, and mating rituals. He moves on, wandering from display to display, stopping at each one to take it in. He looks out the window at the front of the shop and sees the sun has broken the building line. People are wandering the market, stopping into shops and loitering at the stalls, looking for a bargain. Standing before the front door, the man turns back to the shop and smiles again. He then unlocks the door and pushes it open, letting in the sounds of the market. Okay. Good for you, sir. There's a woman here named Vanessa Smedley. You see a crowd doubled over, sharing bouts of laughter as a mischievous-eyed woman relates a tale of her last adventure involving an unusually self-conscious troll. She has them exactly where she wants them as she throws out the punchline, sending anyone who wasn't already smiling into tears of laughter. She curtsies at the crowd with a flourish and a wicked grin and makes her way to the bar, quickly followed by a legion of eager suitors, each trying to buy her affection with a drink. She turns each of them away, but none leave without a smile. She drinks her drink, content, and starts to scribble down the beginnings of her next performance, laughing at her own jokes. Why are these people out here? They're just standing around. That just makes no sense. Lars Nilsson. I will reach out for his soul. You see two figures, a human and an Amawa, standing in front of this man. The human just stands there fuming while the Amawa is yelling, red-faced with fury. He is leaning forward, a stream of profane imagery flying from his mouth, his face rapidly turning purple. The man stands straight in the face of the onslaught, unmoving, a bemused smile on his face. He holds a rapier, He holds a rapier nonchalantly by his portly flank, point down, but his hand is tightly gripping the handle, his knuckles white. The Amawa stops yelling, pausing only long enough to take a breath, intent on immediately starting again. The man holds up his left hand and begins to speak during the brief silence, trying to defuse the situation and cut off the continued abuse. The Amawa makes a grunting noise and pokes the man on the breastbone to stop him from speaking, leaving the finger against his chest for emphasis. The man with the rapier tilts his head down, looking at the finger resting against his chest, then looks back at the Amawa without moving his head. The Amawa realizes too late that he has just crossed the line. The man grabs his hand, squeezing and twisting it. There is a loud cracking noise, and the Amawa cries out. The man raises his rapier and punches the Amawa, using the handle as added heft. There is a second crack, and the Amawa collapses to the ground, unconscious, blood pouring from his nose. The second stranger looks up from his friend's limp body to see the tip of the rapier already pointed at him, a flat, unfriendly, and serious look on the face at the other end of it. He raises his hands in defeat and backs away, turning to run when he is far enough away to ensure he won't be caught. The man turns to leave, the smile slowly returning to his face. Once again, I pronounced unconscious wrong. I keep trying to say unconscious. I keep trying to put an N in that word, but there's no N in unconscious. Cool stories, bros.
It seems the Deerwood sees its share of floodwaters. We'll have to go around.
I know, Kana. Oh, it's another soul I can reach for. You see a battlefield covered with bodies. There is death everywhere, the sound of metal on metal ringing over the gore-stained ground. The cries of the wounded fill the air, occasionally masked by the death knell of another casualty. This man is running, but from what you cannot see. His breath comes in labored gasps. His eyes are wide and terror-filled. As he runs, he wrestles with a blood-spattered tunic. He tears at the fabric as though it burns his skin, his desperation eliciting small mewling sounds from the back of his throat. His foot catches on an arm, sticking out from a pile of bodies he is trying to maneuver around, and he spills forward, landing on a fallen soldier, looking into his dead eyes. The mewling increases in intensity as he scrabbles backward, trying to push himself off the body. His hand slips on blood-slicked armor and he topples to the side, landing on his back. He starts shaking his head, cheeks wet with terrified tears. He pushes himself to his knees, and he surveys the field, eyes wide, breathing so quickly he's almost hyperventilating. Stumbling back into motion, his hands return to the tunic, eyes swinging wildly about, surveying the carnage around him. His frantic fingers finally tear the tunic from his chest, and he throws it to the ground, the sounds of battle still echoing in his ears as he flees. Man, my jaw is creaking so much. I bet it's creaking so much you can hear it on the microphone. Ugh. I didn't think I had any TMJ problems, but now I'm starting to think I do. Well, that was fun. We read some stories. Otherwise, this map is empty. Oh, there's something up here. Oh, Zarups. A Zarup. Barely a challenge. Any secrets? Nope. Just a fine hatchet. Oh, camping supplies. Nice. I needed one of those. Apparently nothing else. Just some spring berries. Hey, that's good for when you're not feeling good. But don't eat them, you know, directly, because that'll do something bad. You gotta make a tea out of them. I learned that from a caravan leader way back at the beginning of the game. Ah! Oh! Cancel. That's what I need. Cancel, right. Keep forgetting. I wish it would just automatically cancel your movement as soon as combat starts. That feels like that should be automatic. I don't know why it's not automatic. Is there a setting for that, maybe? That would be cool. Let's find out. Is there a setting to automatically cancel? No, probably not. Never mind. Alright, I think we've explored everywhere on this map. It's time to go now. Time to go back to Cadnua. Maybe the thing will be done by then. And by thing, I mean whatever building I was building. I forgot what I was building, but I'm building something. The Bright Hollow is done. Let's go see the Bright Hollow. We can sleep at the Bright Hollow tonight. We can sleep in the Bright Hollow, guys. The Bright Hollow. You know, it still doesn't look very good in here. There's a lot of wreckage stuff. I thought we fixed this place up. Doesn't look very fixed up. Just saying. Downstairs could use some work. I'm paying a lot of money for this. Doesn't look that great. I guess the upstairs is okay. It's a bed. It's just... Wait, can we store stuff in this chest forever? The wilderness of the Deerwood rambles on beyond the house. So... I'm a bit confused. I thought we could rest here. Why can't we rest here? The thick-woven weir wool feels soft and warm. Why? Where? How do we rest here? Wait, there was like a master bedroom looking place there. Oh, here we go. That's how we rest here. No bonuses. Bummer. Sure, let's rest with no bonus. We did it, guys. So is the other place built now? Finished. Oh, the main keep's not done yet. I swear it would have been done by now, but I guess not. So what else can we do? I mean... Let's go check in with the chair lady. I thought Merwald's ghost was supposed to be around here somewhere too. I don't know why. I thought I was consigning him to forever transfer his sentience into the place somehow. I did that because I thought we would be able to talk to him somewhere, just like the chair lady.
It is good to see you here. I can feel a change in the air already. There is much to do. Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, what is the state of the keep? Where to begin? Well, let's see here. No events are currently pending. That's the state of the keep. Party management, no companions to hide. To hire, I mean, not hide. Man, there's tons of stuff to build here. The dungeons, we can build dungeons? Upgrading the dungeons will allow you to take prisoners during your travels. Oh, yeah. Merchant stalls? Wow, this is huge. You know, up until this point, the game has been basically a note-for-note copy of Baldur's Gate, just with upgraded graphics. And it's not official Dungeons and Dragons. But I don't think there's anything like this stronghold in Baldur's Gate. So this is what makes it different from Baldur's Gate. Otherwise, it's pretty much an identical clone of Baldur's Gate. The mechanics of it, anyway. Well, I'm gonna call it there because I'm tired, and we explored a new map, and it's a good place to stop. So next time we'll go down to that other map that I can't think of the name of off the top of my head. Can I see the name of the map? Yes, we'll go to the Wood End Plains next time. We've tried to go to the Madmhr Bridge, but we couldn't cross there, so we're going to have to go through the Woodend Plains to the Adelwan Bridge, apparently. That's all for now. See you later.